Welcome to my channel and thanks so much for being here. Today I'm going to be sharing how I used several of the beautiful Spellbinders club kits to create this gorgeous embossed wax seal card. Let's get right to it. The wax seal starter kit from Spellbinders gives you everything that you need to start creating wax seals with their gorgeous wax beads and presses. This one is called Lush Leaf, and it has a lot of different leaves. It almost looks like vines hanging down. It's also an oval shape, which I really like, trying out different shapes on my wax seals. So I really like this one. The only thing you need to supply is your own tea light candle and something to start the fire. So I'm getting my tea light set up here. I'm going to light the candle, let that really start to heat up, and place this over the top and get my spoon warm. Now, the great thing about this club is that every month you will either get wax beads or some kind of accessory to go along with your wax seal. And this month we received the Fern green wax beads, which I really love. They're a really beautiful, soft green color. So I'm going to place 4 of those into the spoon. Now I'm going to let these melt until they're melted all the way. Then I'm going to use a toothpick to get those mixed up. Now, however, I forgot to hit the play button again on my feed when I was doing this, so I already have poured my wax here. I just wanted to show you what the seal looks like with the Fern wax. I thought that it would be really beautiful to help those leaves stand out. So I'm using a metallic marker to highlight the leaves on the wax seal. Now this is one thing that you can do with all of your wax seals. You can get these metallic markers and just highlight that raised pattern on the top, and it really looks beautiful. Next, we're going to do this again, but this time we're going to use both Fern and gold wax beads. I love mixing the colored wax beads with the metallic ones for that difference in color. It looks very beautiful when you don't mix them too much. So I'm putting in 3 of the Fern and 2 of the gold this time. I want to make that wax seal a little bit more full. Once those beads are showing that they're melted, I'm taking my toothpick and I'm just very gently swirling the gold into the Fern. I don't want to mix it all the way. You still want to see the streaks of gold there because you're going to see the streaks of gold in your wax seal. And once that is all of the way melted, then I'm going to go ahead and tip my spoon. And it's really important here when you have an oval wax seal that you lay an oval on your mat. So I try to get the best oval shape possible that's nice and even, and then I can lay my wax seal on top. Okay, let's take a look at this wax seal. I really love how the gold doesn't mix all the way in, and you can see streaks of it through the seal. I also like using 5 beads rather than the 4. So here I have a panel that I have embossed using the February 2025 embossing folder of the month. I really love this one. It has a basket texture. It's like a woven basket. And on this panel, I cut it with Fern cardstock, and I use white pigment ink on the top of the folder to help that design really stand out. Next, I'm popping up a panel that I have left over from the stitching die of the month. This has a really lovely texture around the edge. I am adding some adhesive to my wax seal. I'm just using the Spellbinders tape adhesive for now, and I can go back later and add more adhesive under it, but I just want to keep it in place so that I can add some flowers and arrange them behind the wax seal. These flowers were cut from the small die of the month called Step into Spring. So that die includes shoes and lots of flowers to add feet that are kind of like walking through a meadow. But the flowers are all gorgeous. They're kind of wildflower-like, and I just think they look so pretty tucked into this wax seal. While I am doing this, I'm making sure that I'm thinking about different colors and textures. So I'm making sure to not place any of the flowers that are the same kind of on top of each other, except for those sunflowers behind. Those two are bunched together, but then I added the purple, the pink, and the light blue around them so that the yellow predominantly stands out. Such a pretty little bouquet held in place by that wax seal. The final piece I'm going to add is a sentiment cut from the large Die of the Month membership. This one says Hello Spring, and I cut that out of gold foil cardstock. I just think it looks really beautiful when topped on this wax seal. I slightly covered up that bottom edge, but you can still see the gold coming out from that wax seal. This card is an example of how beautifully those clubs play together to create a really gorgeous card. Thanks so much for watching as I created this card, and I hope you'll check out all of the Spellbinders Club memberships at the link in my video description by hitting the More button. Don't forget to hit subscribe and follow me for more Spellbinders Clubs videos. Thanks so much for watching and happy creating!